Hey, Jules Blessed Vegan, and as always, welcome to my channel. And for those of you who are new, I know you can benefit. So I had a video the other day where I indicated I'd had my blood done, and I was concerned about my kidneys. What I forgot to celebrate, because I said blood tests don't lie, but in understanding that, I didn't celebrate a couple of things with you. So the first thing was my fasting glucose, which is just like the sugar in your blood, was 78, which is pretty phenomenal. Seriously, 78 is amazing. It's supposed to be under 120. Yeah, 78 was impressive. The other, drum roll please, is that I was diagnosed with hypothyroidism, right? And I dared to get off of my levothyroxine and just go with natural, so just using things like anything to do with seaweed, basically. And not only is it holding steady with no medication, but it's actually risen to like the midline. So basically it's from 35 to 425. I'm hesitating to say like what the measurement is, but it's 35 to 425. And mine was kind of hanging around like 125 and maybe 140 the last couple of times. And I was thinking that's pretty low, and there can be a consequence for being kind of low. Well, this time it was 252. So totally moved to the midline. I was stoked beyond belief. By all accounts, it's been a couple of years. I no longer will proclaim having hypothyroidism, like at all. And that I got to heal naturally, which I love. Okay, so then back to the kidneys. So, God had totally blessed me. He was raising my kidneys, my GFR, and unfortunately I put on weight, which is just way more work for my kidneys to process waste and stuff. And, as a consequence of that and stress, I got to be fair, I probably should not have done my blood at such a stressful time right now, because I had just been sick, really sick, for like 2.5 weeks. And then I was totally stressed out, like with school. Sometimes that can affect my kidney numbers. One of my animals was sick. There was a lot going on. So I can credit that a little bit, but I mostly credit the weight gain the most by far. So it dropped from 72, which was so worthy of celebration. I was finally in the mid 2 and heading towards 1, which is ideal. And sadly, I fell to 58, which is a 3. And of course, 4 is a problem and leads to dialysis and everything else. So God already knows that that's a no for me. I'm not doing dialysis, and forgive me if that's your story. I will pray for you. But it's not going to be my story. All right, so in trying to be responsible and get a grip, it said that there were 3 things that affected the kidneys, and one of them was sodium, which I just know is not a problem for me at all. And in fact, I have a blood test to show that it's not a problem. The second one was phosphorus, and it's pretty interesting what foods are high in phosphorus, and I'll share that in another video. But the number one thing that I was acutely aware of was potassium, because I kind of pride myself on getting a lot of potassium, right? Like, ooh, I eat bananas and I get potassium. Well, you can have too much potassium, especially if you're someone, dare I say, who's prone to kidney disease. I do not want to claim kidney disease, but I don't want to be stupid about it either. All right, so I found a couple of fantastic articles, which of course I'll include in the description of this video. And the first one is on fruits that are high in potassium. And this article actually goes from the highest, and then as the list goes, it gets lower and lower in terms of the level of potassium. So this says potassium is an essential nutrient, used to maintain fluid and electrolyte balance in the body. A deficiency in potassium causes fatigue, irritability, hypertension, like high blood pressure. Overdose of potassium from natural sources is nearly impossible. Let's read that again. Overdose of potassium from natural sources is nearly impossible. However, it is possible to consume too much potassium, via potassium salts, which can lead to nausea, vomiting, even cardiac arrest. Potassium from fruits, like the ones listed below, are considered safe and healthy. Now here's the warning. For those with chronic kidney disease who need to lower their potassium, this list can serve as a guide on what fruits to eat or avoid depending on your own restrictions. Most people with CKD, that's the trendy chronic kidney disease, should not consume more than 200 milligrams of potassium per serving. A serving is half a cup. Okay, like I'm laughing in a really sad way. Or 2,000 milligrams per day. This article can only be used as a guide, blah, blah, blah. We totally get it. So anyway, it indicates they even have like a list of 100, but I was just going to check out these ones. And you know what? No one said, Jules, you have to limit your fruit. I'm just trying to make myself aware, because even if I am aware of the fruit and even limit my fruit in some way, there's a ton of potassium in greens as well. And I'm going to do that article tomorrow so we can cry together. But let's go ahead. It says that right now, it used to be recommended that people got 3,500 milligrams of potassium a day. But the Food and Drug Administration raised it to 4,700. Yes, please. I think that's what I already get every day. I get that much every day. And they want me to hang around 2,000. I'm still praying about it, people. I'm just exploring this. As you know, I do this for myself and just hope someone will benefit. All right, so the highest potassium fruit is avocado, bar none. Now, I'm really good about having avocado just like every couple of days. And obviously not very much, but check it. Potassium for an average avocado is 975 milligrams. So like that's half of the entire day, okay? For 3 ounces, 100 grams. I think 100 grams is just about 3 ounces. It's 485. And if you're just counting calories, like, 200 calories of avocado, it's 600. All right, number 2 is guavas. That's not a problem for me. I just do not eat guavas. I don't have access to guavas. I don't do guavas. If you do, it's about 688 milligrams a cup. Again, 417 for 3 ounces. And 200, this is what I don't understand. I guess guava is very low in calorie because it says forgive me. How does that work? It says 200 calories. I'm saying 200 calories must be a significant amount. About 9 ounces is 1,226 milligrams. Number 3 is kiwi. Again, not a problem for me. I love New Zealand. I even lived there for a while, but kiwi tends to break my mouth out, and I'm just in no way obsessed with kiwi. So the potassium per cup is 562. 3 ounces is 302. These are all milligrams. And 200 calories, and kiwi is very light and small and watery, is 1,023. Okay, bananas. Yeah, I'm a banana girl. So far, avocados, which are ginormous, and then bananas. Potassium per cup sliced, which I think you could make maybe 1 large banana, is 537 milligrams. For 3 ounces, it's 358. And for 200 calories, which again might be 2 large or 2.5 medium, is 804 milligrams. So basically half of my day. Okay? And they have a hyperlink for the nutrition on each of these. Number 5, cantaloupe. I am a cantaloupe girl. Not even kidding you. Per cup, 473. 3 ounces, 267. 200 calories, which is easily an entire cantaloupe, is 1,571. I keep pausing because I'm sneezing in between. And yes, I am allergic to this article. Okay, number 6 is pomegranates. I like pomegranates. It's not a problem for me. It's rare. So per cup, 411. For 3 ounces, 236. And for 200 calories, and again, pomegranates, these are super light, let's be real, 569. Apricots, I only use them rarely in a dressing. Per cup, 401. 3 ounces, 259. 200 calories is 1,079. That's a little bit of a surprise to me right there, because I think about those little tiny dried apricots, and you only get 4 would be 100, 8 would be 200. And to think that it's almost 1,100 milligrams. Wow, 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 wow. All right, honeydew. I am a honeydew girl. Yes, I am. 388 per cup, 288 for 3 ounces, and 1,267 for 200 calories, which again is about the size of one. Cherries, yes, please. 342 a cup, 222 for 3 ounces, 705 for 200 calories, and it's about 90 calories a cup. So if you dare to put 2 cups in, you're at half your limit for me. Okay, number 10, dried apricots. Oh, interesting. So let me go back. So regular apricots, which of course fresh is my favorite, but oh my gosh, I could eat a bunch, was 401, 259, and 179. And then a dry, and I don't know if you guys say apricot, tomato, right? Dried, it's 380. Wow, what a difference. And of course, okay, so interesting, it says a handful of them, but 330 for 3 ounces is 1,162. And for 200 calories, it's 964. Interesting, the difference, right? So other dried fruits that are high in potassium: prunes, 6%, raisins, 5%, medjool dates, 4%. Okay, and they have a whole section on dried fruits by the 1 cup serving. Okay, number 11, oranges. California orange. I'm an orange girl beyond belief. 326 for a cup. How do you get a cup of orange? I guess they mean drinking it, because it's ridiculous. And if you were drinking it, it'd be more than that. For 3 ounces is 181. And for a 200 calorie, it's 770. To be less than 3 oranges. Okay. Lychees. I'm not a lychee girl. I don't even have access to them. But 325 for a cup, 171 for 3 ounces, and 200 calories is 518. Remember, the potassium is going down. Tangerines. Interesting how tangerines and oranges differ, but I am a tangerine girl. Per cup, 324. For 3 ounces, 166. For 200 calories, 626. Tangerines. Oh, those are grapefruit. I am a grapefruit girl. Pink grapefruit. I love. Okay, per cup, 320. 3 ounces, 139. 200 calories, 869. Nectarines, love them. 287 a cup, 201 for 3 ounces, 914 for 200 calories. Mangoes. These are all my foods, people. These are all my foods. As a raw vegan right now, this is my story. I'm glad mango's farther down the list. I really am. So per cup, 277, 3 ounces, 168, 200 calories, 560. Mulberries, I know people love them. I don't believe I've ever had them. Per cup, 272, 3 ounces, 194, 200 calories, 902. Persimmons, I'm a persimmon monster. You know, there's Cookie Monster on Sesame Street. Persimmon. I'm glad they're seasonal, because I go crazy for persimmons. So cup, 270, 3 ounces, 161. And I'll tell you, a single persimmon is 3 ounces, because they're about 100 calories each, seriously. Which is about 3, because they're 36 calories an ounce. And then for 200 calories, 460. Whew. Papaya. Hi, this is all my food. I'm not kidding you. Like, I've literally had, except for the ones I indicated I don't have access to, this is what I eat every day. So papaya, 264 a cup, 182 for 3 ounces, 847 for 200 calories. And plums, 259 a cup, 157 for 100, and 683 for 200 calories. Oh, there's two more. Strawberries, 254 a cup, 153 for 3 ounces, 956. But I believe in a cup of strawberries, it's only like 50 calories, or some people say 25 calories. I mean, I can understand why 200 calories of strawberries would be significant. So 956. Okay, the final one is blackberries. So beautiful. 233 a cup, 162 for 3 ounces, and 753 for 200 calories. All right, well, it's not all bad news, okay? It's not all bad news. And again, I'm still praying about all of this. I just wanted to inform myself. I'm going to take a moment and write down the better choices for me. At this point right now, I'm not in a panic, and I'm not even thinking of omitting foods, you know. I feel like I'm on the right track right now. Again, I think more than anything else is that I let go of a couple of supplements that were really helping my kidneys and my weight gain, which you just can't carry extra weight, especially with kidney disease. So this is all very temporary, my friends. But thanks for being here on my JBV walk. And let me know what you thought about that. Like, if you like, join us if you haven't. I'd love to support you in the comments below. And I'm interested to see where we are with greens as well. Oh my goodness, because I can't panic. The whole reason I decided to do raw vegan and vegan, plant-based vegan, was because I didn't want to have to deal with worrying about every single calorie, worrying about every single milligram. I wanted to know that as long as I was eating God's food, I would be okay. And getting off of plastic junk and food-like products certainly did raise my kidneys significantly. And I do not believe I'm done. I think this was a minor setback. I praise God to no end that I have access to things like blood test, and we're going to get through it. Sure, I'll keep affirming that. Until we talk again, best of all, know that you're blessed. I believe it.